Hey guys, it's Abby from Autumn of Pellinor, and today I'm doing the Your Life in Books tag. I think it's originally done by BooksandLala. She doesn't have anyone in her comments that she's linking to, and she doesn't mention whether it's original or whether she's taken it from someone else. So I'm going to assume it's her original tag, and I'll pop the link to her video down in the description below. So question number 1, find a book for each of your initials. My name is Abby, A-B-I, but that's shortened from Abigail, which no one really calls me. It's even weird to hear it out loud. So I'm going to just find Abby, but if it's too easy then I'll find the Gale to go with the Abby. And also I'm probably just going to stick with the books on the front. These are all double stacked, so... Okay, so I have ABI, Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, Blood Red Road by Moira Young, and Inspector Chopra and the $1 Million Motor Car by Vaseem Khan. This is ABI. I have no idea if I even have a book beginning with G. I've just found another one with A. What book is going to begin with G? Wait, I have one. Haha! Okay, so A-B-I-G-A-I-L. I have my whole name. So this is all of them. So if I go in order, don't fall, thank you. So, like I said, Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery for A. Blood Red Road by Moira Young for B. Inspector Chopra and the $1 Million Motor Car by Vaseem Khan for I. For G, I have Guards by Terry Pratchett. For the second A, it's Attack of the Fiend, which is from the Last Apprentice series by Joseph Delaney. For the second I have I Tell You I Love You, But Then I Have to Kill You by Ali Carter. And then for the L, I have Labyrinth by Kate Moss. I've not read all of these, but I've read most of them. So I found a book for each of my initials. Question 2, that took a while. Count your age along your bookshelf, which book is it? So I should probably put these, oh, that'll be fine. I was going to put them back, but I'll just go find them if it is that. I'm going to go down, so I'll probably be around here. I'm 21, and also these books are all double stacked, but I'm not going to go through both things. It's just going to be the books on the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I was completely incorrect. It's the shelf above, and it is The Singing by Alison Croggan. This is the 4th book. Yeah. Kind of. It's the 4th book in the Pellinor series from the original publication. The prequel is now technically the 1st book, which makes it this the 5th. But like, that's 0.5. This is 4. So yes, that is the book that matches with my age for the front section of my bookshelves. Number 3, pick a book set in your city, state or country. Well, there isn't a single book on my shelves that is set in Newcastle, as far as I'm aware. So, book set in England. Why am I struggling? This is so easy. Most of my World War II books are set in England. Yeah. Carrie's War by Nina Borden is a children's book set in England for World War II. Ta-da! Question 4. Pick a book that represents a destination you would like to travel to. I mean, I want to travel everywhere, so this'll do. I could probably pick a lot more, but this'll do for now. The Unexpected Inheritance of Inspector Chopra by Vaseem Khan, a baby Ganesh agency investigation. This is set in India. I'd like to go to India. I want to go to pretty much every country in the world. I'd love to travel everywhere. There's some places specifically that I want to go to, but I don't have any books from there. I want to go to Japan. I guess I could have just pulled out, I have some manga. There we go. There we go. I want to go to Japan. This is set in Japan. So I'd like to go to Japan, Kenya and Antarctica. I don't have any books from Kenya or Antarctica. Book 5. Question 5. Pick a book that is your favourite colour. Don't fall, thank you. My favourite colour is blue. It switched through the years. It was blue, then it was red because red was my dad's favourite colour, and then I had yellow and then purple, and then I've come back to blue. So yes, my favourite colour. Question 6. Which book do you have the fondest memories of? Ooh. 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 I mean, because I read so much, I don't have many books that have very specific memories where I'm very happy attached to them. But this one I find amusing. So this is from the My Stories selection, where it's like a diary written by someone from the time, and as you can see, it's set on the Titanic. It's written by Ellen Emerson White, and I read this when we moved from Germany back to the UK, and we moved back on a ship. We went on the DFDS to go back, and for some reason neither of my parents thought, our child is reading a book about a sinking ship at the age of like 8, maybe we should take this off her while we're on the boat. No. So I read this on the boat, was petrified. I have a teddy hidden in the bottom drawer because I don't have them out anymore. But I can't throw it away because it has this memory attached to it, and it's this teddy that I'd got just before we went, you know, a little, oh, we're leaving home again, have a little present. And I was like, if the ship sinks, do I have to leave everything behind? They're like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'm just going to carry this with me, along with this book, just everywhere. So if the ship sinks, I can take them with me. So yeah, I mean, at the time I was kind of scared, so like it's not exactly a fond memory, but I look back on it fondly. Then question 7, which book did you have the most difficulty reading? Where is it? Give it. There we go. Einstein, His Life and Universe by Walter Isaacson. This book technically wasn't meant to be mine. My boyfriend bought it for himself, and then I was like, oh, that looks good, and he said, oh, you can borrow it. And as you can see, I carried it around for so long that it kind of died, so I just bought him his own copy because I felt bad. But this book took me for absolute ever. I had to like read it in bits. Like the chapters are quite long, but they're split up into sections of like people and times, so I would just read like a section, which would be like 2 pages, but like the writing's also really tiny. And this took me months to get through, absolute months. But I'm glad I did. It took me so long because it uses a lot of vocabulary and stuff from physics, and I had a really bad physics teacher in high school, to the point where I basically taught myself my GCSEs for physics and for chemistry. So I didn't really understand what was going on. It's not a subject I'm particularly good at. So it took me a very long time, but I'm very glad I read it. His life's really interesting, and this tome was very good to read. Tome, 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 tome. And then question 8, which is the final question, is which book in my TBR pile will give me the biggest sense of accomplishment when I finish? It's wedged in. No. It's also what you're sitting on, so you're probably wobbling a bit right now. There we go. War and Peace. This book, I have been for a very long time, 67 pages through it. There's a lot of like intro stuff at the very beginning. This book is very long. It is 900 odd pages. The paper is almost Bible paper thin. The writing is absolutely, like, it makes the Einstein writing look big. If I try and compare the two. The writing is absolutely minuscule. The language is not the easiest to read. I'm sure I'll like get into it as I keep reading, but like starting out, it's not the easiest language to read, and it's huge and it's like really well known, and yeah, this is going to be the book that I'm most proud of finishing when I finish it. My camera stopped recording and I don't know where, so I'm gonna have to do the whole ending again. So yes, that is the Your Life in Books tag, which was done by BooksandLala. She is an absolutely amazing booktuber and only has 43,000 subscribers. I'm aware I have like 20, if that, so it seems like silly to say only 43,000, but there are booktubers with like 100,000, and she deserves to be one of them. She puts so much effort into her books, has such videos, and has such original ideas. So if you're not subscribed to her, go have a look. So I'll leave that video linked in the description below, and yeah, if you want to do this tag, please do it and tell me in the comments, so I'll go watch your video. Thank you so much for watching. Click like if you enjoyed the video, clip subscribe if you want to watch more of my ramblings and me not being able to say words. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!